Okay, so I'll call the meeting to order. I'm Carolyn Lewis, sort of acting chair here, and we're going to rotate. Haven't told Arian yet, so Rose heard it, and next meeting, Claire is going to chair the meeting. Will that work with everybody? And we'll work together on the agenda for the next meeting.
Sounds
Take
great.
take the strain off any one of us. And so I don't know if you remember, we had these are really close meetings, but now that we're going to be going the second Thursday of each month, this came really early, so that's why we're meeting today. So we'll continue with the second Thursday. Patty wanted everyone to have something consistent, so it'll be easier for her to schedule and get the Zoom. So now we're just waiting on advocacy to come up with their dates and everything. So on the Zoom today, on me, Carolyn Lewis, Rose Deacus, Claire Bastigum, and Arian Smitley. And we are going to go through the agenda, and some exciting things have been happening. So we need to approve the minutes from the last meeting.
I approve.
Is that Rose?
Now second.
Okay. So the monthly columns and letters to the editors, my goodness, they're going great. I looked in the Athens Messenger today. I don't know when Noah's was published, but I was just looking, and Barry had said it was in there, but yeah, it's really nice. And Caitlin is publishing every word, which is really great. And Sly is working on a letter to the editor for this month that deals with Black Lives Matter, as we discussed in the commission meeting. So he's going to bring it to the commission on Wednesday for approval, and then we'll send it out to the media. I'm just wondering, it would be great, and I'll collect a few. If maybe Rose, could you collect the printed? Do you get the messenger still?
Nope.
Okay, I tell you what I did today, because Caitlin has been so good to us, and I know Heather as well. I subscribed.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, and I told the woman I talked to, I said, you tell Caitlin that I said thank you from the commission, and that we're really pleased with what she's doing. So, you know, if you have the means, it might be good to do that. I just got a 6-month subscription for now, and that'll work. And also gives you the online subscription as well.
See, I've gone online. That's what I paid for. I paid for before.
Okay.
So
we'll try to collect. If you see printed, the published pieces, or you can just print them out and just send them to all of us, and we can collect them. That would be good. I saw Noah's piece, and then some of them on Facebook, aren't they, Claire?
yeah, Claire, you posted on Facebook, haven't you?
Yeah.
Okay.
I posted Noah's, and then I posted the letter to the editor for from the news that was published
From
last
you,
month.
right?
So, yeah.
Yeah, Noah's is there too. I think that's really helpful to have people be able to see it, and for us to be able to share it if we want to.
Yeah.
So any other comments or suggestions? I know that for July, Barry is working on a piece about her sister and the ADA. And of course, the July letter to the editor. Next month, Rose, and the letter to the editor for August, I'm not quite sure.
And so, any direction for me for my August routine to talk about being disabled from being abled, and then all of a sudden instantly being disabled? I mean, that's what I was thinking. Is that?
I think you mentioned that, Arian. Is that what you had in mind?
Yeah, I think that's a good perspective, and
Yeah.
I think would speak to a lot of people.
Well, yeah, I think it would reach people because it would be a short think piece. It's really never occurred to me about anything about disability before. You know, I'm like, ding. Gosh.
Okay. So Claire has been refreshing Facebook, and it's looking real good. We're kind of getting things in categories. And she's also going to look at the city site to see how we can enhance their content. And I have a question. What about Twitter? Do we I don't know anything about it. Is it something we ought to be doing? I mean, I know about it, but I don't know how, I mean, who would do it from the commission? Is it worth it? Is it time consuming? I don't know.
So with what, I have a Twitter account that I use, and it's mainly to just like interact with my friends and have conversations about what is currently going on in the world. I always told myself, you know, because I have a journalism degree, that I would never be that person that checks my news on Twitter. But every morning I wake up and I check what's trending. What happened? I mean, this morning I woke up and, you know, I found out about that, the co-star from Glee, you know, like that's how I found out about it, was Twitter. And there's just, that's how I get my news anymore. So because it's so micro, it's a little bit difficult, I think, to really engage with other agencies on there. I feel like the best, or even really with the public sometimes. And so what I found it useful for at HapCap, running HapCap's Twitter account, is just retweeting. So like, it's, when you visit our page, it's mostly sharing other resources, you know, from the National Housing Coalition and from civil rights organizations and from, you know, the Ohio Department of Transportation. You know, it's just kind of gives you an overview of the issues that we care about. So that's how I run HapCaps. But if you like, if anyone sees, you know, that being beneficial for the commission, I mean, I think that's, you know, the potential is there, but it would take some work.
Yeah, I just don't want to add extra work. Let's just try to do the best we can with what we're doing now. That's just my opinion. I figure we can do 10 things really haphazardly and 4 or 5 really well.
Yeah,
So,
Right, I agree.
sure.
It's a good question though, and it's good to revisit it every once in a while.
I agree.
Yeah, well, what I see it from a marketing standpoint is our target audience is is people who live in Athens who've never heard about disability before, and we tell them about it.
Yeah.
You know, I think that's,
Yeah, I think Facebook is definitely, I mean, that's where people are at, especially here in Athens. I mean, I've lived places before where there's not that much activity on Facebook, or the activity is really siloed. But Athens, I mean, it's just a platform where so many people are coming together. So I think that's perfect for us to really, you know, for us to strengthen what we already have on Facebook. I think that's the best course moving forward.
So if you see a video or an article, just send it to Rose or Claire, and she'll get it on there and put it where it's supposed to be, instead of like me, I'll just put it anywhere. I want to do that. I think I did that a couple of times. So she got it all organized into events. I think our meetings and events now, right?
Yes. If do we have a schedule so far of like the meetings through the end of 2020?
Yes, we do, and I can send that to you.
Sure. Okay.
We're waiting on the advocacy meeting, but I can send you when each committee is meeting. Of course, we know when the commission is meeting, but I'll send that to you.
Sure. Okay.
I can send it to everybody. Okay.
I'm sorry, I'm finally figuring out about moving my computer screen to get my face in focus here. It's like, I'm really neophyte in this, right?
So Arian has been looking at guidelines to making events more accessible.
Yeah, I found a couple resources so as to not reinvent the wheel. I had sent it in the last minute. I wasn't sure if I was going to make it to this meeting on time. So I sent it to you by email, just 2 links, and it covers a lot of the things that you'd expect it to cover. like terrain and having interpreters, having people with disabilities on your planning committees, and things like that. So my next step was to basically just take all those suggestions, put them in one document, and we can keep it all or remove some things based on what we want to have in our list, and add if it's missing something. But that's as far as I've gotten. I found those two resources that I thought were good, and we'll kind of start from there.
Great. Okay. Wonderful. Let me see. So is this the same thing I put on here? Oh no, this is developing a resource piece for those in need and for who move into the area.
Yes. I have not had the chance to meet with Amanda Salvo yet, but I'm actually going to be in the office, I believe, at some point next week. And so the two of us can get together, and I have a spreadsheet that's made with all of the area churches and then all of the area social service agencies, everything in Athens County. So I think it would just be a matter of sifting through that and seeing which resources are specific to people with disabilities. And then Amanda has also, I believe she worked for ATCO. I can't remember where she worked before. Yeah.
When I got an email from her today about your the water.
Yes.
Oh shoot! It helps people who might have a shut off notice. And I saw the name. I'm like, oh wow, yeah. I'm glad she landed with you guys. She's great.
Yeah. So she's like Athens County's information desk. So yeah, I'll just meet with her and see what she can share with me, and then by our next meeting, I'll definitely have something. So.
What's your last name, Claire?
Salvo.
Okay.
So it's S-A-W. V as in Victor.
Okay.
E-L.
I know that name. She was a reference for you, right?
Yes.
Okay. I know that name. Okay. So, and what does she do?
She's our community resource navigator for
Okay.
Athens County.
Okay, that's right.
Well, I found out about Nelsonville, like about food, and the Athens or Nelsonville food pantry does service people in Nelsonville, but they don't deliver. You have to go there, right? To have it picked up.
Yeah. I learned something about the senior center that I didn't know until I got on their board. And this is just an aside, that if you're senior or have a disability, that when the senior center is fully operating, if you need to go anywhere in the state for a doctor's appointment, it would take you at no cost. Did you know that?
Oh wow, that's wonderful.
I had no clue.
Who does that?
The senior center, United Seniors
Okay.
in the community center. So if you need to go to Dayton for an appointment, you just schedule in advance. And when the vans are running, of course they're not now, they would take you. I had no clue, at no cost.
And what we can do is help make that information available to people.
Yes. Please add that to your list. Please
Sure.
do.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah,
And
that's a great resource.
I know. I mean,
And Claire, you're going to put that in your list?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, because things like that people don't know about. It's just like what I just told you about the food pantry. I mean, people who live in that whole Buckdale, Nelsonville area need to know that the food's available for them.
right. Anything else on anything we've talked about? Okay. So the 30th anniversary toolkit and features, keep the articles coming. I think, Claire, you found one about what was it?
Um,
Just what you need to know about the ADA.
mhm.
And
Yeah,
so
yeah.
it's okay to send to the paper, right? I was going to send it to the messenger and to the A News.
Oh, sure. Yeah, because that, well, that's, I'm trying to think. I think that was from the Huffington Post because
Oh,
these
was it?
are articles that were curated by the Walter Cronkite School.
Okay.
So I just took them from that ASU list.
Okay. Good.
And
So they've started printing, telling you what's good to think about to publish.
yeah, it's so basically what I did was I'm just kind of going day by day, and I'm thinking, you know, like what is relevant to here in Athens County, and today, I mean, I have it scheduled through the week.
Great.
And today's was distance learning, which I was like, wow, this ended up being really timely. But I can't remember what's tomorrow and what's Saturday. But it's all on that list from the Cronkite School.
Great, great. Yeah, that is a great resource.
Oh yeah.
Just two announcements. The Athena Award, we don't know what we're going to do. We've got three options: to do a live stream with just nobody there. You have to help me, Claire and Rose. Or to do a Zoom, or to do an event with distancing in a venue with distancing. So we haven't decided. We'll have to bring it to the commission and to the mayor at some point to see what might be the most feasible thing for November the 4th. And as a backup, in case we need lots of distancing, I'm going to reserve the community center because we already have Arts West reserved for November 4th, the day after Election Day. So we already have that reserved. And we're also going to be doing a review. We reviewed the bylaws last year and went through line by line and changed a lot of things. Went to the mayor, went to council, and they approved. So we thought once a year that we ought to look at the bylaws. So we have a committee of Rose, me, Scott, Samora, and there's one other person.
Barry.
Barry, right, too. And Barry found, believe it or not, the first bylaws of the commission. She has all that stuff. So we're going to look and see. Now, we have major changes. I have to take it to the commission, to the mayor, to council. But anything like a comma or a typo, I checked with the mayor's office. We don't have to, Debbie said we don't have to worry about that. Just make the changes in new copies.
It's a good practice.
Hmm?
It's a good practice.
It is, isn't it?
A lot of people just let it go and it gets so dated. So that's good that you guys do that.
Right. Well, this is the first, well, we did it, I don't know why we did it last year because the Athena Award had changed. So the way we were doing it, as far as having that, what did we have, Rose, at the community center? The people would go out.
Yeah, right. It was definitely
Challenged by choice. So we changed all of that.
by choice, right?
So it changed that.
Mm-hmm.
Any other announcements or anything we're forgetting? Anything we need to do?
I'll just share what I emailed, and I'm glad, Dr. Lewis, you're interested in Barry's as well.
Yes.
Claire, you may not have gotten it yet, since we don't formally have you yet, and I just used it. Oh yeah, you did. Never mind.
Yeah.
It's the video PSA project. So if you guys are interested, just let me know. We want to get a cross section of the community involved in participating, and we'll do those by Zoom, unless you prefer to record it yourself. So yeah, we're doing that.
Great. Who thought of that? That is such a wonderful idea.
Oh, thanks. That was my idea, actually.
Yay.
So I'm just trying to get people to sort of sign up. So we have Dr. Lewis so far. We have the law director from the city, mayor, council president, myself, Kevin Davis of county board.
Wonderful.
And we hopefully get some county officials like the commissioners, auditor, from both political affiliate, all political affiliations. So we're just casting a wide net. And
I bet that Jill Thompson would do it.
I'm sorry, who?
Jill Thompson?
I invited her. I just sent her an email today. I haven't heard back.
I think she'd do it.
I hope so.
How long do you think you want each person to speak?
I'm thinking the script will be somewhat similar. You say, hi, my name is so-and-so, I am, and whatever you represent. I wear a mask because it keeps me safe. I wear a mask because someone else can't. So I think it'll be rather brief. Each person maybe 20 seconds, to say
Okay.
all of that.
Yeah, that's good.
So we can get as many people in it as we can.
Okay,
Sounds like a good plan.
it does. And so this will be on the city site?
We put it as many places as we could. We'll put it on
Right.
social media, on the government channel. But I think it will get the most views on social media.
Yeah,
Right.
that's good. It'd be nice, if you maybe do a release about it once it's done and send it to Dave Palmer and
Yeah,
Flowers and he,
it's a
and
good
then-
idea.
Yeah.
I'm really hoping too that Cheryl wants to do it, so we can get someone using ASL,
Yeah.
and that Noah too wants to do it, so we get someone using a augmented communication device on it.
JW.
And JW, that'd be fabulous. So he was on the email as well. We just wanted to be a very inclusive video that everyone from all walks of life sees the importance of wearing masks.
It sounds good.
If
It's
you need
something,
any help with the release, I'll help you with the release, okay?
That'd be fabulous. Thank you.
Because releases, journalism major, you learn how to do that, right?
yes. You should see Rose and I going back and forth on wordsmithing.
Getting the right word, right?
Yeah, that's right. Okay, well, that seems like all we need to talk about unless you can think of something else. Do I have a motion to adjourn then?
I move.
Okay. So our next meeting, and who's second?
I'll do it.
Who's that? Yeah. You ever scribble something then you can't read your own writing?
Yeah.
Okay. So the next meeting then will be the second Thursday in August. It will be 2 days after then the Education Outreach Committee meets, and we might have some decisions on what we're going to do about Athena, at least to make a proposal. We'll have to, I don't know how long this thing is going to last, but we do have some options, which is good. By the way, we have six nominations from last year because we left them in the ghost email. And they've been sent to the Education and Outreach Committee just for review. And we're going to see, Erin, I can tell you now without having to contact you, you don't have to resubmit. Because it's in there. Okay. So you don't have to resubmit. And the other one we have is Noah, but because commissioners, according to bylaws, can't receive the award, we were teasing Noah. We said, yeah, you put your name in every year.
He could get an honorable mention, maybe.
You know what? That's very true. I like that. Noah honorable mention. He would like that too.
Oh, your baby is so cute. How
I
many
can't
months old?
stand it.
She's 3 months now.
Oh my
gosh.
Oh
And-
my
Oh
goodness.
my God. And what does she
Just
weigh?
woke up from a nap.
It's beautiful.
Yes.
She weigh 15?
God.
What does she weigh?
Oh, probably 15 now, 15
Yeah, I
pounds
was
now.
thinking 15. She looks like a 15-pounder.
Yeah, she's a big one.
Yeah. So I'm going to play Dr. Smith here. So we had a motion to adjourn in a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, vote on the motion. Okay, so we'll see you Wednesday then at the commission meeting. And Arian and Claire, I mean, you have been such wonderful additions to
Oh my
the
gosh.
commission work and to these committees. Thank you for what you're
Thank
doing.
you.
Okay.
Wow,
You.
Tell me how much did she weigh when she was born?
9 pounds, 2 ounces.
Mine was 9'3".
All natural, no epidural.
Right, exactly, 9'3", and yes, 15 pounds, 3 months is definitely
Yeah.
a good indication that it was a big baby.
Years from now, Claire, you can take this recording and show her how we talked about her to the world. Yeah. Okay. Well, thank you all and have a good rest of the
Okay,
day.
thank you.
All right,
Bye.
thank you. Thanks,
night.
everyone.
Bye.
Bye.